super amazing adventure Xinjiang is cancelled for today. Fucking food poisoning. Probably Campylobacter. We had this chicken dish last night. Chicken and potato vegetables. Then I spent all night, well not all night, I spent a lot of time on the toilet. Diarrhea, shitting it out, vomiting it out. I have to see what happens. Maybe I have to go to a pharmacy, get some antibiotics or something, so we'll see you back at Urumqi. Here in my Urumqi hotel room, I'm now eating nothing but watermelon because, yeah, still sick. Welcome back to Urumqi. I suppose I have to now talk about food safety in China, don't I? Something that's obviously like it's not like nobody knows about this, but everybody does know about it. Anyway, going into this restaurant last night, I knew that it was going to be trouble in some way. Little small restaurants in China, you know, especially the ones that are not packed out with the locals, they're not packed out for a reason. Because whatever it is about their service is not good enough, i.e. the food, if it's not cooked properly, you know, if they don't have air conditioning, if whatever. It's usually not price, but their service. If it's not good, the locals will stay away. And if the locals stay away, you should fucking stay away too. So we went into this place because we were getting an authentic Xinjiang dish of food. And I've really enjoyed Xinjiang food so far. You know, we've had the kind of spicy kebabs, which are very reminiscent of Sichuanese food. We've had the yogurt. Here's Xinjiang yogurt. As you probably know, in Beijing they have yogurt, and some other places they have yogurt. And here in Xinjiang they also have yogurt, and the yogurt is really cool because it is kind of a sweet but not too sweet yogurt, and they put nuts in it. Little broken up tiny nuts. Gives a little bit of texture, a little bit of added flavour. That's pretty cool. And of course the uyghur bread, which is basically their naan bread. Alright, now we are talking uyghur bread. That's pizza. Yeah. Pizza style. Which sometimes they toast, sometimes they have fresh. You see it for sale on the side of the roads where, you know, the Uyghur people live. That's good stuff too, because I like bread. Being a Westerner, I like bread. You know, my wife criticizes me for always wanting McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, this kind of thing. You know, the junk food. And you know, I do like that junk food, hence why I'm overweight. But here in China there's a secondary reason to have it, and that is that you kind of have a better idea about what the level of food safety is like. You know that you're probably not going to get sick eating at a fast food restaurant here in China. Or if it's not those ones, it's Kung Fu. You know, Kung Fu is another fast food restaurant in China. Of course, it also means that I get to avoid all of the bones and skin and chicken's feet and all the weird shit that the way Chinese people cook their food. So I do find myself gravitating towards Western style of Chinese food here, I suppose. But every once in a while you're gonna get fucking sick here, and it happened to me in Xi'an in 2012. Roll the clip. Video log. Today is the last night in Xi'an, because I had developed today diarrhea, very bad diarrhea. It all started about 2 o'clock in the morning, woke up and just vomited and vomited and vomited again, and continuing to go to the toilet and going to the toilet and going to the toilet again. Ah, memories. Oh. And it's happened again now, yeah. Anyway, let's have a look around Urumqi for our last day. I'm still sick now, honestly. I'm still only eating watermelon and taking antibiotics. But let's have a look and do some sightseeing in Urumqi. What do I like about Xinjiang? I like the desert. I've never seen the desert before. That's the first time I've ever seen that. And I like the Uyghur bread. I love that stuff. I don't like the security and the checkpoints. There's far too much of that. F those fucking police, man. Right, that's my interview. Right, we're gonna finish up in Urumqi in a marketplace. Man, Charles the Fool. Hey! Security! Get through security! The theme of this video is about going full circle, because literally that's kind of what we did in this trip. We went from Urumqi, we went out to the 101 highway, we went to Hutubi, we came back through Urumqi, we went to Turpan, Ulufan, we went to Sansanshen, and then back to Urumqi. We literally went full circle in this trip. That's what this video is about. Individually wrapped strawberries. I wanted, when I went to Xinjiang, China for this trip, I wanted it to be as innocent as possible. Like all holidays that you go on, you want it to be fun. Should I buy some socks? Maybe I need some socks. Nothing in more or nothing less than that. You just want it to be fun. Now we're talking. We're gonna see now. Now, I'd heard that there was terrorist problems in Xinjiang, but it doesn't really become real until you're there. It's like what I said about the desert. Until you're there, it never really becomes real. After getting home and editing these super amazing adventure Xinjiang videos, I've had more time to read about what has happened in Xinjiang and watch videos of what has happened in Xinjiang. And walking through this marketplace here, it looks like the most nicest, most innocent place that could possibly be there. And it probably is, actually. I mean, it's highly unlikely that any of those people in the marketplace there that you can see, it's highly unlikely that any of them are terrorists. But China has had a crackdown over the past few years on terrorism in Xinjiang province. Like I said in an earlier video, it's really inescapable to feel it and to know about it when you're there. Pit store right next door.
They put the naan bread and then attached to the wall.
The reason that you feel you can't escape it is actually because of the police. It's not so much because of the Uyghur Muslims, it's because of the police, but those police are there for a reason. I'm not going to show you all of the videos, I'm not going to show you all of the news headlines, but suffice to say, if you Google search for this stuff, terrorist attacks in Xinjiang province in China in the past 10 years, you will find some scary shit, to be perfectly honest with you. And when you look at all the Uyghur people there in Xinjiang, there is that kind of like feeling of suspicion and distrust, and you can see it even between the Han Chinese and the Uyghur Muslims as well. They pretty much don't like each other. I mean, the Uyghur Muslims feel like, you know, they're losing their home, they've lost their country, they're being out-colonized, and then the Han Chinese look at them and they think, well, you're a potential terrorist. Are you going to kill me in my sleep? Are you going to run me over with a car? Are you going to attack me with a knife? Are you going to set off a bomb? It is scary shit. When you think about it, there is some scary stuff that has happened. All we can really hope for is that that scary stuff is now in the past. Let's hope that things get better there in Xinjiang.
买新来布跳起来，哦，跳起来呀，跳起来呀，买新来布跳起来。
The knives are always attached to chains, so they cannot be taken away.
With a chain to stop them to become a weapon.
Yeah.
See? Even you. This is difficult.
Yeah. So the axe is attached to a chain so that it can't be taken away and used anywhere else as a weapon. As I was talking about earlier in the video, the whole food safety thing, this is part of the problem. Food stored on the floor. Not in any packaging. Food on the floor. Floor storage system. Yeah. Look at live fish. This little guy. Oh. I don't even want to know what that stuff is.
That is the pork feet. See, ordinary people, they go to the market, get what they want. So some of the Chinese visitors, when they visit New Zealand, they want to come to the local market. I said to them, no, there is no local market like China. You know, you have the seafood market, fruits market, and vegetable market, or there's a lot of different markets in China, different cities, but not New Zealand. You get everything in New Zealand in a supermarket. That's a different.
In Xinjiang, everywhere you look, raisins, 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 raisins. And walnuts? Plenty of walnuts. Dates, walnut, pistachio nuts, things that look like chocolate nuts. I don't know what they are. Actually, they're pretty tasty. I mean, walnuts are pretty bland, but it's pretty good walnut. I'm gonna get half a kilo of these ones. They're pretty good. Got my bag of raisins. Alright, so here I am. Y2J the Muslim.
Oh goodness.
Salam. So this is probably the best way to sum up Xinjiang, is that the people here are ordinary people. And they're nice people and they're curious people. Nothing wrong with that. They're all lovely people. It's just a shame that there's obviously a few bad eggs out there, so the government has to put the police in everywhere, and the police presence just makes this place not a really pleasant place to visit. But, you know, as is always the situation, may banfa. I've heard that a lot, especially from Chinese police.
Think of all the chances you blew. Yeah, nothing turned out
emotions running wild. I think I can breathe for the very first time. With all emotions running wild, I think I can breathe for the very first time. With all emotions running wild, you mean it all, feel it all, lay it all on the line. The more that I see you, I keep on breaking my heart. No matter how far I keep coming back to the start. The more that I see you, I keep on breaking my heart. No matter how far I keep coming back to the start. Keep coming back to the start. No matter how far keep coming back to the start. Keep coming back to the start. Keep coming back.
See, he's so excited to see me. We got invited to come to this family's house, and we pay them to cook food in their kitchen and then eat in their living room. Sorry, buddy. We got some Uyghur people just selling some fresh apricots, just picked today. Honestly, sometimes China never ceases to amaze and surprise you. I mean, here we are in one of the most kind of remote police state areas of China, and here are kids having a ball at night time without their parents' supervision, doing rollerblading and skateboarding here.